Is it easier to save $10,000 or make $10,000 more? Can you find $10,000 in the money you already make, cut back on your spending so that you have $10,000 left? Or can you add different things, add to your income to make $10,000 more in the next year? Which one do you think is easier? Tap the like button and let's find out. Hi, my name is James Callahan, and this is the Do-Over Show, where we rewrite our money stories and find if we can make $10,000 more than we have today. So, how did you answer that question? Is it easier to save $10,000 or make $10,000 more? I'll wait for your answer.
We're not going to do better next year.
Why not?
Well, you know we're being gutted. We're losing Giambi, Damon, Isringhausen. Done deal. We're in trouble.
You'll find new guys. You found Jason. You found Damon.
I need more money, Steve.
Billy.
I need more money.
The minimalist answer is to cut back on our $5 lattes, start brown bagging our lunches, cut the cable, freeze our credit cards in blocks of ice. But hey, all my credit cards are already saved on Amazon, so that really doesn't help me. To save your way to $10,000 this year will mean that you're going to need to save $192 a week every week. Do you think you can find $192 that you don't have to spend this week?
I think that we should see 1/4 of that, and that is 1/5 of the total revenue from all of last year. Excellent, Paul. Well done, Paul. Thank you. Any questions?
No. Not for me.
Yes? Yes?
I don't get it.
More and more behavioral economists warn us that it's really difficult to save our way, not only to wealth, but to change our money habits in such drastic ways that we're able to cut back on things that equal $192 a week. Why? Because we're used to rewarding ourselves, to giving ourselves those small things every day that we can afford now because we make that money. Now, cutting back $10,000 back on that amount means cutting into those little rewards that make our days, well, a little bit better. And changing our behavior, changing our money behavior, takes more effort than most of us suspect. But saving that amount of money, it's possible, especially if you're right in the midst of a financial meltdown or getting over a bankruptcy or a job loss or a disruption in income. It's those moments that really force on us things that we wouldn't choose otherwise. But the result of that tends to be surviving and not really thriving. And we've all heard the advice, the kind of advice that Charlie Munger of Berkshire Hathaway likes to give, and that is that we should always underspend our income, period. We should always spend less than we make.
Yeah, there's also the little matter of underspending your income year after year after year.
Or, and here's the alternative, we can add to our income. We can do side jobs. We can find new sources of cash. Or we can even sell our stuff on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Heck, people will buy anything on those sites. Some unbelievable things. Things like a bag of air from a Kanye West concert. A broken laser pointer. Yep, a broken laser pointer. A cornflake shaped like the state of Illinois. Now, I live in Illinois. I don't even think I'm interested in a cornflake shaped like the state of Illinois. The Virgin Mary grilled cheese. I prefer the grilled cheeses myself. And someone actually sold a ghost in a jar. Who are you going to call? Looking for more ideas of what you can sell of your stuff on eBay? They even have a category. It's called Weird Stuff. I'll drop a link in the description below and you can check it out if you're desperate for ideas. I'm sure you've got something weird you can sell. But seriously, it's probably easier to add sources of income that lead us to $10,000 than it is to save $10,000 from the money we already make. Heck, that's why most people who struggle with money carry debt, credit cards. But that's also why people who have genuine wealth, they struggle with where to put their money and what to do with it. That's a problem that you'd rather have, I bet. So when this new list arrived with 50 new ideas about adding income, I was excited. And I want to run through the list with you. Let's look at it together. I'll add maybe one or two on top of it and see what you can do to add $27.40 to your income today. All right, so here are 50 ideas to jumpstart your side hustle. Let's see what we can find. Number 1, start a photography business. Okay, that's good. If you've got a good camera, a good eye, you put the two together, fantastic. Offer ACT prep courses. Okay, did you do well in your ACT? Walk dogs. I know somebody that does this. She makes money by walking dogs. Now, she really makes the money by walking the same dogs on a regular basis, sometimes boarding them over weekends. It's a big deal, and there's good money in it if you know how to do it. Design websites, if you know how to do it, or if you have skills on, say, WordPress, you can help people set up that. You can go on Upwork and Fiverr, put yourself out there on Facebook, and you'll find opportunities. That's good. Become a travel consultant. And these days, it's a little tough to say I'll help you travel. Drive for Uber or Lyft. Probably the most popular side hustle that people know about today. Just make sure you check into your insurance on that. You can teach an athletic class. Okay, this is really good. If you have some skill set, if you're really good at something, then you can actually teach or offer a class on it. Throughout my life, I've taught tennis professionally. I've even taught golf. Why? Because I love playing tennis and I got good at it. And I basically made my living doing it. But then I also did a side hustle as a golf instructor. Worked with a local driving range. It was a great setup, and I got to play golf and got to be around people that wanted to learn something. There's nothing better than being around people who want to learn something that you're good at. You can provide translation services. Okay, besides Google Translate, okay, this is how it works. We have a family friend who lives in Japan, and she knows enough English to be asked by her employer to write an English version of training manuals, instructional manuals. She's always sending notes. What's this word? How do I say that? So that's a real possibility. If you have the language ability, that's good. Referee sports leagues. Usually teenagers and young adults do that. Mend or alter clothing. Good idea. DJ parties. Hey, Mr. DJ, you can get yourself into doing that if we ever start going to parties again. Become a freelance writer. This is one of the more common opportunities that you have if you can write. If a blank page scares you, this is probably not for you. Again, Upwork and Fiverr, you put yourself out there, create some samples, offer to do it for free for a couple of people to get some experience. It's a great way to get into it, and you can make some good money as a copywriter. You can offer meal planning services. Blow leaves or rake leaves. Okay, there's a guy that rides around my neighborhood with a rake, and he offers to rake leaves. And he's busy anytime he wants to be busy. Well, I mean, in the fall, you get the idea. Organize homes. You can do Marie Kondo, and you can help people organize their life, people that get into that. Fantastic. You can style hair for weddings and formals. Again, if you can handle that, then you can go ahead and style hair. Or you can drive for DoorDash. You spend about an hour and a half on DoorDash, dinner time, and you'll easily make your $27.40. Or you can do it for a couple hours during dinner on, say, Saturday or Sunday. You can put aside that time, do 4 or 5 hours, and you can make your almost $200 of weekly saving to get you to $10,000 driving for DoorDash. Social media management, commenting, replying, responding to messages, something like that. Small businesses, they don't usually want to spend money on that. But if they decide they need to have a little more amped up presence on social media, then being a social media manager for a small business can be a big deal. You can make soap. Kind of niche-y. That would be farmer's market kind of thing. You become a personal shopper. Hey, you can do that now for delivery services. Very common. People are making good money doing that. You can start interior decorating. Okay. Grooming pets. Not so great. Plan children's birthday parties. What kind of crowd are you running with it? They need a party planner for a kid's birthday party. You can clean windows, sort of like the house cleaning thing. Really good opportunity. Teach music lessons. If you know how to play something, an instrument, if you just remember all those piano lessons you took as a kid and you got really good at it, but you don't do anything but play chopsticks every once in a while, well, if you know enough and you have the patience and the disposition, you can be involved in teaching someone, because parents are always looking for someone to teach their kids a musical instrument. You can participate in focus groups. Okay, I've done this where I've gone to a place, taken a survey, tasted yogurt or something, and you get 50 or $100, sign a non-disclosure agreement. It's time consuming, but it gets you a couple $100, and if you can do that regularly, that's great. Or number 50 was edit resumes. Back to the writing and creating thing. That's a big deal. Writing cover letters and editing resumes. If you have some awareness in HR, in your field, your unique field about what buzzwords and big ideas people are looking for, those are really good opportunities. And you can put yourself out there on so many different sites and make yourself available. That's a pretty good list, those 50. That's a pretty good list. So I hope that this quick look at those 50 plus ideas gives you somewhere to start thinking about adding just $27.40 every single day for 1 year, and you will wind up with $10,000. And then you'll have a problem. You'll have to figure out, what am I going to do with $10,000? And that's the kind of problem that you want to have. And thanks for being part of the Do-Over Show. Be sure to tap the like button because it really helps. And while you're at it, how about you subscribe? And also ring the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of the Do-Over Show. I'm so glad you found me and I found you. Thanks.